Stories from your corner and events happening throughout Northwest Ohio. Toledo News This Morning starts right now. Good morning, I'm Jaden Jefferson, and welcome into this week's edition of Toledo News This Morning. We begin with the check of your forecast. Expect partly cloudy skies with a high in the lower 30s and low in the lower 20s. $400,000 in federal funds are coming to the Toledo Area Regional Transit Authority, also known as TARTA, through the Ohio Department of Transportation. The funds will be used to support workforce mobility, ensuring transportation isn't a barrier for working individuals. And TARTA isn't the only local entity that will benefit from investment at the state level. The University of Toledo is receiving $900,000 directly from the state to support improvements to its underground infrastructure. The City of Toledo Department of Transportation series of community meetings continue next week. Here are the days, times, and locations of the meetings, which will be led by the council representative of each district. Black History Month continues, and coming up next week, Wednesday, the University of Toledo is hosting a celebration of Toledo jazz legend Art Tatum. Featuring guest jazz pianist Matthew Fries, it begins at 7 p.m. in the Center for Performing Arts Recital Hall. Tickets are available at the link on your screen. And continuing with ways you can celebrate Black History Month, the Toledo Symphony is hosting a performance tonight at 8 p.m. inside Toll House at Lucille's on Summit Street. The event begins at 8 p.m. and is free. You can RSVP at artstoledo.com/events. Also happening this afternoon from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Maumee Indoor Theater, it's the Lucas County Board of Developmental Disabilities Free Community Movie Day. The movie, Disney Pixar's Elemental, begins at 1:30. This is where community and commentary come together. And when I talk community, I mean usually our Toledo, Northwestern Ohio community, Southeast Michigan too. But this community is much larger. It's 123.4 million strong. I'm talking about the amount of people that watched this year's Super Bowl. It was the largest Super Bowl audience ever. Talk about community. And it was a great halftime show as well. Usher, Alicia Keys, many others on the stage for this performance. It was definitely exciting. It kept the cameras moving around. And honestly, in thinking about it now, I feel bad for the photographers who had to do all the moving throughout this performance because it was dynamic. But of course, we had last year's show with Rihanna. So the Super Bowl halftime show is still a big event. Were you one of the people that tuned in? Shoot me an email. Let me know what you thought about the halftime show and the game itself between the Kansas City Chiefs and San Francisco 49ers. No matter what you felt about the result, I think we can all agree it was quite the event. And that's this week's Toledo News This Morning. I'm back with an all-new community focus tomorrow from the Valentine Theater, where I was hosting digital coverage of the Toledo Opera Student Night. But in the meantime, have a great Saturday.